Now let us quickly see how we can understand relationships in data. So when we do data analysis, we work with multiple variables and we want to make sense of the data by finding patterns and relationships in the different variables in the data. So that is why we have these concepts like covariance, correlation, and also regression. So, in this lecture, I'm not going to explain the math behind it, but I'll explain the intuition behind it so that when we hear these terms, these concepts are very clear to us. So, for example, let us first discuss covariance. So, as the name suggests, co vary, right? How one variable is moving in relationship with the other variable. So, for example, we have age and income. Okay. So, as age increases, then income also increases. So, the covariance in this situation would be positive. On the other hand, if age increases and income decreases, this is a hypothetical case. In that situation, the covariance is negative. The other situation would be if age decreases, income also decreases. So, the direction is in the same. The movement is in the same direction. So, this is a positive relationship. So, how the two variables are moving in relationship with each other is given by covariance. So, what is the limitation of covariance and why we need correlation? Because in covariance, we only get the direction of the relationship. So, here we are only getting direction of the relationship. But if we also want to know the strength of the relationship, then we can use correlation. So, correlation metric can give us the strength plus direction. So, for example, income. Income depends on many factors like say age, education, etc. So, when we say that age is one variable and it is having a correlation with education as 0.56, then from this 0.56 what we can make out is that the relationship is positive, this is increasing, so this is also increasing, and this 0.56 tells us the magnitude of the relationship. So the higher this magnitude, the more influential or more impactful the relationship between these two variables. Please note that sometimes a correlation can just be random, and that is what is called as a spurious correlation. So when we look at the correlation results, we also need to understand the intuitive side of it as well, so that we can separate what is a meaningful correlation and what is a spurious correlation. And we should also not confuse correlation with causation. A high correlation does not mean that one is causing the other. So that was correlation. Now you would ask why we would need regression. We already have covariance, we already saw correlation. Now what is the need of regression? So covariance and correlation, they tell us the strength and the direction of how two variables are changing with respect to each other. But with regression, we find that how change in one variable is impacting the independent variable. So, like income. Income depends on age and education. So, within education, somebody is having a graduate degree and the other is not having a graduate degree. So, if I have to find that how much the income will increase if the person is a graduate, And for that, I would need to do a regression analysis. And by doing the regression analysis, I might able to get to a result that, okay, having a graduate degree will increase the salary by 20K as compared to the person who is not having a graduate degree. So this kind of impact is obtained from a regression analysis. So that was the intuitive understanding between these three concepts. I hope you found it interesting, and I will see you in my next video.